Right, welcome back to my favourite maps of 15 and 17. This is number 6. One more to go. There'll be another 17. I won't tell you what it is just at the moment. I'll tell you what this one is. Oh, this is Willow River Farm by Daren Cassell. No, I had a quick Google and I can't find anywhere now you can get it. It was on PCSG, but as we all know, the guy who took over PCSG decided to shut it down almost immediately. I'm not certain how you close these again now. Oh, like that. Oh, there we go. And I'll already open up because we want to see what equipment we got. First we'll have a quick look at the map. As you see, it's quite a large farm, quite a large area, and you own 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. You own quite a few fields to start with, and 6. I've got 6 over here. It's an American map. It's built on real data, but one word of warning: if you do have a copy of this and you fancy playing it again, don't use it with more realistic. The fields are brutal, and I mean brutal. And we also got the lovely thing here, which I'd done a series on, which was the museum, based on Old Ridge. As you know, Daren Cassell, this is his first actual original map, but he did do, for private use only, I'm afraid, a 17th version of Old Ridge. We could never get permission to release it, so it never went any further than that, I'm afraid. I played 17th version of Old Ridge, very good it was indeed, as is this. Now I have played both the full map, but the one I concentrated on was the let's have a look and see what equipment was the museum, because I wanted someone to use the old equipment. Well, you start with quite a good collection. Massey's, the 5.6 and the 8.7000 series, the Puma for the case, front loader stuff, skid steer, Massey. I guess that Daren was quite a Massey fan. Massey combine with full set of tools, agroliner for your trailer. You've got your Terradisc, your cultivator. So it's quite big equipment. Well, you need big equipment, to be honest. So 6 meters, and that's really is sort of the bottom end of what you need on this farm, unless you're only going to do like I did the museum. Amazon plough, the 6 meter seeder from Fastad. Both of those, the seeder and the planter. The Brendel, large Brendel fertilizer spreader, Joskin muck spreader, your disc line, which I'm not a great fan of, I have to say. For your grass cutting, I'd much prefer the full set of 1 front and 2 side and 2 wing mowers, but that's just me. I find it easier to use than that. That's just got awkward. A tedder, quite a large one, your rake, bale wagon, baler, your overload wagon, so you can actually do the overloading in the field, so you don't have to do too much messing about. You can have a nice big lorry if you wish waiting at the edge of the field, and you load this up and go and dump it straight in the lorry. Your water tanker, your mix feeder, a bit of a kit there for washing them down to, and you've got the pallet hole. This is from the the straw add-on pack, which is also in, but stuff it in which you don't actually have. Now, if I could remember how we get through to there, are leased items, no leased items, just owned items. Right, now let's have a look round, and I'm going to find a tractor in a moment. I think I'm in that one there, but you've got your ordinary barns here. This is your workshop. No. You see a fully equipped workshop, and I will say this is very nicely done indeed. And 2 people you may recognise there's a certain reef in 1952, never heard of him. Sounds awful actually, especially that picture. And the excellent Farmer Klein. And we done quite a bit of testing between us, as did quite a bit of PCSG people. But it's always nice to be mentioned like that when you do it. It's not necessary, but it's just nice. And I haven't turned my headphones on yet again. There we go, that's better. So we'll get the tractor. We have this one. I've got all my normal bits and pieces in here to run it. Now this is your cattle shed. Now everything has nice size and plenty of room to manoeuvre. I think this opens up here, does it? It's a while since I played though. Oh yeah, there we are. This is your cattle shed. Everything in here, as you'd expect. Just run out on here, and you actually have. You may notice this has got the grass add-on mod actually incorporated in it. Now Daren was very good at that. He used it, a lot of the extra mods in, which made things so much nicer. And you may notice we also got the water mod. This is also seasons ready as it comes out of the box, but it's just a pity you can't get the damn thing anymore. I wish I'd have bit the bullet and took old PCSG now. I wouldn't have done a very good job, and I have to say I wouldn't have had the time or the patience to do what Wonkel did, but they'd still be there. But that's no good crying over spilt milk. This is your pig area, and at the top here there's a slurry pit there, very nice slurry pit. I like those type. Up here is your sheep pen, so everything's on the farm. Now some people like it and some people don't. I know it's sort of split between them on the maps I've picked out here, but it's my favourites. OEB is very much don't keep everything on the farm, have it spread out, as is outdoor. For good reason, both of them were old British farms which have been brought up over the years, and you would have bought in different farms over the years, so you wouldn't have everything there. But this is sort of a newish farm. As you see, the head is out the back here, and that's actually fell off the trail. It has a habit of doing that. Right, we have a little drive around. We go to town. Now this is actually based on, oh god, let's see if I can remember. It's Goldcrest. Right hand side, yeah. This is based on Goldcrest. Although you wouldn't believe it, if you look out this bit, this is nothing like it. The only bit what gives it away is the town when we hit the town. Now this could be quite a long video. I have done a walkthrough of this in the past, but let's have a look at it with hindsight. There's a lot of hidden things on here too, and I don't know if I'm about to find them all today. I'm going to try. No, I'll get that down. I'll just keep that up there because in case there, in case there's something else stepped out there. So where is he? Oh, he's on the. So we can come out here. Now we're heading towards the town here. I'm trying to drive out a cab, and you know how bad I am at that. As you can see, the trees are the fields are large. They're larger than I normally like, but I forgave it that just for its character. It has, unlike I find on a lot of American maps, it has character. Now, it's not me finding faults with American maps or the American type. I always find that a little bit bland, but it's moved things about too in the town, which also helps to keep things fresh. This is the vehicle store ahead here. Oops. with a very big John Deere influence, if I remember right. You can get to it over the fields to get to the farm. The farm is just over there. You just make out the buildings. As you say, a big John Deere influence there. These are all non-drivable, I think, out here. These are all just for show. But nice big yard. Well laid out, and of course you've got all your open clothes and bits. Just about everything. Every door you see seems to open. So just check. No, so it's not actually there. This one is. But there's some of the tractors are not there. But let's see. I think this opens. Yes, it does. Look at this. Whoops. Not easy yours to get in. This is just a shed in there. Now this should open too. Oh, there we are. And I think the sides here open as well. As I say, almost everything which looks like it should open, opens. That's a fair little shop. Just get rid of that sign. I think you can get in here somewhere. Just through the side. Yeah, here we are. Should step back because we open the door. This is your workshop. This is the garage workshop. Nice big area. So you can get up the stairs here as well. I think you can get through the shop through the back door. Now this reminds me a lot of when I used to work at a small motorcycle and car accessories shop when I first left school. We had upstairs room where we had everything, a lot of spares held up there. And that sort of reminds me a little bit of that. And here we are into the shop itself. This might look a little bit bland, but then again, you just think of the time when it was made. You're talking about 2018, I think this was actually done. And computers, well, not as powerful as they are now. You're going to struggle a bit with some of the stuff there. But the outside looks brilliant, and that's really all I'm worried about. Now we'll go down the main drag. A nice leafy place here, nice leafy feel to it. Oh, it says stop, but there we are. This is the Willow River. This is where it gets its name. And you cross the Willow River several times. And what we'll do, I'll just drive around the town. Then I think what we'll do is we'll hop between areas because this is surprisingly enough, this is a large map. I know you get Goldcrest, it doesn't seem that large, but with what Daren has done here, it seems ginormous. Now, if I remember right, on the standard one, this was your standard vehicle shop. On the standard Goldcrest, if I remember correctly, when I used to play it, there you got other shops in. So it's repurposed. Look at that, I'm using all the technical terms. He's repurposed a lot of the buildings here and remade them, and it looks brilliant still. This is still worthwhile playing now, as is all 17 maps are still worthwhile playing, and a lot of 15s. Oh yes, let's sort of see what we've got here. I'm going to use the term I don't like. This is a soccer stadium. It's American, of course. We know it's a football pitch in Britain, a football ground. It's nicely laid out too, and it looks the part. A large should be a circle in the centre and a semicircle either end here, and same the other goal area. There should be a smaller 6-yard box in here. It's just showing up my knowledge of football. I even played once. Not very well, 'tis true. I got dropped after 4 matches. I think that's 4 matches. But I did play for our village youth team. Full story of that is I played, I think that's 3 matches. Done reasonably well, I thought. I played a full back. I had even less speed then I got now, I think. I was hopeless at that. But I was dropped for the 4th match, and then just before the match was due to kick off, they come around and see me because someone had dropped out. Yes, well. Oh, this is because it's Farmer Klein's place. Yes, good old Farmer Klein. He has his own place. Mind you, he's not the only thing. I also got my own place here. And he is in fruit and veg. There we are, look at that. Never knew Farmer Klein was that health conscious. It's alright, we are friends. I can say what I like. He'll get his arm back at some point. We go down this way through the town. I think there's one other place I have to drive to, see if I can find it. And that's the school. And there is some places, some secret places here, which are really good fun. Now this has actually nuggets on it, gold nuggets. I hated them, but I will tell you now, Daren has found the best way I've found of anybody to deal with the golden nuggets. I've seen all sorts of ways used, so they're so easy to get. It's a bonus anyway, which is what I don't like. Oh, there we are, look, Merman Grind. That's... oh, I am proud. If you remember this pokey little place I show you on in the past on Old Ridge 17 he made for me, I've now progressed to this. Look at this, boy. Ah, I've really done well for myself, haven't I? Massive great place. Anyway, I just bought this shovel there. I'm going to go back to the museum, then I'm going to start jumping about a bit, but I will need this a bit later because there is one place I don't think I can get to. I'm not going to go through all the odds and ends because, as I say, it's a big map. There's a lot in here. It must have took him hours to do this. The quality shows through wherever you look, though. Except, okay, interior of some of the buildings, but all the exterior shots are all excellent. And a lot of real life places further. Well, not McDonald's is real life, and I think there's a lot of other places that are real life, and some of them, of course, will be real life to America. And good, there's not just Farmer Klein myself who's got places here. There's another one I can think of. 2 more I can think of, actually. If I can find them. This originally on the version 1, this is the last version. On version 1 it had some particular fertilizer stuff in, and it didn't half cause me some lagging problems. You can see here I'm doing a steady 60. Mind you, I should be doing 60 with this machine. Let's face it, it's not a cheap low power beast, this one. There we are. The next one is the homage to Old Ridge. Now, Daren, as you may imagine, loved Old Ridge as I did. And that's how we got to know each other, through our love of Old Ridge. Then he started to make things. He started to improve some people's maps for them. Oh, no charge. Didn't even want any credit for it. I can tell you of one he improved, and that was Watts Farm, and he didn't want any credit for it. Clint Watts is a great guy, and I'm actually going to show his one off next. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag now. The next one is going to be Watts Farm. Now, it's another one that not everybody will have heard of. But this is Old Ridge. There's very few changes to it, not many. Let's have a walk round. But this was identical. Look, even got the scarecrow that's hanging on the wall. This building is the same. There were some more trees in here on the original, but the fuel tank's the same. This is all the same. And we've got some old equipment in here. Now this is all OEB equipment made by Chaos Knight. And I don't know if this all works. I've got a feeling it may well do. And he's got the cat. The cat wasn't on the original one. I actually added it to my ones. I think the other end I put mine. A black cat. Ah, yes. Yes, it does work. The farm all does work. There it goes. So these look all real bits of equipment. The workshop, all almost identical. In here, I think, on the original one was the mix feed. It was the seed maker in here. That's been turned into a workshop because the seed maker wasn't viable for 17, if I recall correctly. Farmhouse is identical. This sauna out here is identical. So it is Old Ridge, really well done in miniature. And here we have the Old Ridge store. This I think is in here because in my story, Daren actually ran the shop around the big internet trading agricultural shop, and food and what have you, meat in my Old Ridge. And there we are. Look, I went for Parish Council, and there's BP. Then we all get a little mention here. Actually, we'll just see if I can find that again. We've got it. We come out again, and how we doing on topic? We're using the time up. Right, we're gonna have to rush a little bit now. I'm gonna have to miss some things out. Fields are here. There's just the two fields come with the this farm, which was with the old home fields. But everything here is. We should get in the centre of this. This is Old Ridge, but turned into a museum, which is a bit I played on. That's what I wanted. Somewhere on 17 to play with small old equipment. Well, there's two possible. The other one is Watts Farm, of course, which so I will be doing next week. I think I've still got a copy of it. Again, it's going to be almost impossible to get hold of if I haven't. Now, there's an abandoned farm if we turn left and up, but the other way, we're going to have a look at that first. An abandoned farm up here, if I can remember how to get to it. First, a little sort of extras you get with it. This is one of those maps that really pays to explore, and I think it's down here. We'll soon find out. Now, I'm normally very bad at exploring maps I'm playing on. I will be the first to admit it. But on this one it got me exploring, mainly because Farmer Klein had found everything. He would. That's it over this little bridge. And I think it's the other side of... Here we are, I think it's up ahead of us. Luckily I've got seasons on here. That's not there. Ah, here we are. So, because the time of year we're at, everything has gone into winter hibernation. Well, this old barn here, now if I remember right, we hack our way through. Is it this one? No, that one's okay. It's this one. This tumble down barn. Now that is real attention to detail to find this. And put this in. An old tractor left here, an old Ford. It looks like a bale elevator. Wheels all around. This building here fallen to bits. Ugh. All been overgrown as well to make it look even better. See, everything here is fallen to bits. Well, I'm gonna see. This was once a small hole, a small farm. It's even got a silo there. Nothing works there. It's all just put in to make the place look even better. You can imagine this was once a farm, and I was 15 and possibly 16 belonged to it. Right, we're going to start jumping about now. There we are, this one. Christmas tree farm. Yeah, who else would put in a Christmas tree farm? But even more so if we go, I think, to the sign here. No, this one. So there's a sign here to another character from this place, but can't seem to find it now. But it's basically it's tree growing here. And we go over the way. There's a big store. Let's have a closer look at this. It's all so nicely done. I'm in awe of what he's done here. It says this was his first, I think, and only proper released map. Which is a great pity. And you've got this store, and everything could be stored. I think this is just a store, if I remember correctly. This is not a sales point. See what this sign here says. You have to read all the signs here because there's North Star Co-op, yeah, local crop storage. Right, we had a look at that. We had a look at most of these around here. We're going to go up to the mushroom because this is the bit that one of the most brilliant ideas I think I've seen to deal with the problem of, for those who don't like it, of the nuggets. Now I don't like the nuggets. I've never liked the extras you get on those. I always try to ignore them. There's somewhere. Now I've got to have to find it. You have to bear with me while I hunt here because it's a while since I actually found this. I think I've gone the wrong way. There's a spoil heap here, so we may not have done. Oops. Ah, here we are. We found it. This is a mine, a gold mine. Look, there's a nugget there. and all the other nuggets are here. So if you don't want to do the nuggets, you ignore them. You can come and explore this, but you don't actually have to pick any of the nuggets up. You don't have to run over them, you just have to go to one side. It's a brilliant idea. I should imagine a bit of choking for those who want the nuggets. Didn't want that. What I did want was this again. Well, we had a look at that. There's one other thing there is somewhere around here, and I think I may be able to get to it from here, from the sawmill. The sawmill, yeah, it's just everybody has a sawmill. There's a lot of trees around here. But what I wanted to show was not this, if I can find it. Hello, I've been joined in here. I've been joined by Jade, our young Siamese-like cat. She's not actually Siamese. Well, she's not per Siamese. And I can't see a damn thing because she's now in the way now. I'm just trying to find a pathway up one of these. It may not be here, of course. I might have missed it. I might have got beyond completely the wrong road. I thought that was along here. But it won't be the first time I've been completely mistaken. But this is, you can see why this is one of my favourite maps. It's a lot bigger than I normally play now in here, so it must be back along the other way. Now, I'm trying to find everything here. You know they're here, but it is a while since I have to say it's a while since I played this one. I played the museum a lot because I really enjoyed what he'd done there. Oh, there's one other place I want to show you of. I won't show off two as yet. And that will have to be about it, I think. I don't think I'm going to find it. There's an old school, I think it is here. And I always have trouble finding it. It's off one of these roads up this end of the map. And I can't remember if that's round here. I thought that's in the forest there, but I can't seem to find the roadway through to it. Don't think it's up here. No, it's a mushroom place. It wasn't actually at the mushroom place, so perhaps we've come slightly too far. There's a field right in the middle of this. This is a little bit of fun to find too, the entrance to this field, 6. It took me a long time to find, and it's one of the ones you own too, which makes it even better. Now I can't find it now, so let's take it from me. There is an old school. There was a lovely sign on it with all the details. Let's have a look at the full size map. Where are we? We're over here. It isn't this one, is it? Bottom of 3, and that might be. Let's just go to there. And head for 3. Well, we will try and find it. I'm determined, but I'm afraid not going to find it. There's a river there. I thought that's this side of the river, but I could well be mistaken. But there was a school in there. Where are we now? We're there. Maybe over the river. Let's just go for a swim. No, that's not it. No, can't find it. We have to go without that one, but there was something else I wanted to show here. Lemon grinders there, tractor supply. I've got again, I can't see that on here now. Oh, is it one of these over here? Let's have a look. I don't think it's in town, was it? That's a bakery for where you sell your eggs. I should have done a little bit more research before I went back in there, but you know me and research. I just don't want to do it. No, also I like the fact is that different ages of buildings in there. Make it look like it has grown. Hasn't just been plonked here. And the different ages spread about the place, not just all in one area. Nice old church here. For the religious amongst you. Right, now I was trying to look for something else, and I can't. Oh, I can't find that now. It's milk. It's lumber, grind. Can't see that one either now. Because the problem is that a lot of this stuff I never had to do on let's go back to I think we found it. What's this? I think we are there. There we are, Cassell and Daughters, Agricultural Services. Hey, Daren brought himself in, and there's tractors here. This one is the drivable one. No, it's put in. That is not. Oh, steering wheel's in the wrong place, and I can't remember now how you get it back again. It's not owned, it's not leased. It sounds the old stuff, but they're just there, so you can actually drive them around. Oh, just turn it off again. Not only can you drive it around, but we come in. Is it there? Yeah. This is your fertilizer place. You don't actually use some of this equipment. Can't remember which one. This one you certainly can, by the looks of it. This is a hire service. More stuff next door. Now it's a great pity this is not available anywhere. If you should actually watch this, Daren, I'm quite willing to put it on my Dropbox and actually link to it if anybody still wants it. With your permission, of course. I haven't talked with PCSG and I've got no way to get in touch with them. If you are, I'll happily put that on my Dropbox and link to it. I think we've done the biggest part of these now. We go back to the main farm. Go back to the chickens. Oh yeah, the chickens, of course, are out in the open. Lovely. Right, so oh yes, your pit, your grind pit, your tip is here. Nice old-fashioned with an old tractor there to run it. That's the little touches. And you can actually hear the fans blowing, and you can see the fans running. And it looks like they're drying there. Let's have a go around the other side, we see better. Yeah, they're drying the grain. This is a grain dryer. You know, I hadn't noticed that before, so there's steam coming out the top. Right, with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them. And Darren, if you have no problem, I'll gladly host this on my Dropbox, just in case someone wants it. So with that, I think it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio. I'm just take a shot here, I think. Oh, I remember, we've got to get this sign in. The Golden Doodle, puppies for sale. I'm guessing that Darren actually has Golden Doodles. Alright, with that, I'm going to finally let you all go. Thank you very much.